Hey, welcome back to Snapple Games. My name's Max, and I am back with another Pauper League, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to get into this one. We're going to be playing Blue-White Evoke. This is one of my favorite decks. This is my favorite brew that I've built. I'll get into this deck and the new cards we're playing from Neon Dynasty in just a second. Real quick, I have to shout out the channel. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. Go check out the channel. Follow me there. It's the best way to support me. I'm also recording live right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/snapboldgames. So come hang out live if you want to see me record these videos live. It's a lot of fun. And let's get right into this deck and then let's get right into some games. So you may have seen the new card we are playing from KAMIGAWA Neon Dynasty, and that is Spirited Companion. 1 white, 1 colorless, 1/1, enchantment creature dog. Good boy. That's the main reason why we're playing him. And whenever Spirited Companion enters the battlefield, draw a card. So this is just a white Elvish Visionary, and you might think, well, that's not that crazy. Like, why do we care that much? Just about an Elvish Visionary? It's kind of clunky. Sure, this deck is super clunky, but I think this card is a really, really good fit for this deck, and I'm going to get into why. Um, First of all, it just cantrips for 2 mana, draws you a card, allows you to hit land drops, increase your overall like mana count that you have, how much mana you have. It also is a really good target for Ephemerate. Not only that, but going Spirited Companion 2, and then later when you like Muldrift or Ephemerate, a lot of times you can Muldrift or Ephemerate, draw 4 if the opponent was tapped out, but then they kill the Muldrifter, then your Ephemerate's gone forever. But if you just have a couple Spirited Companions in play just lying around, you can just Ephemerate those, get value, and save your Ephemerates from exile. This is just a nice chump blocker. Again, you can block, Ephemerate it, just like start getting some good value going. We haven't seen an Elvish Visionary or a 2 mana 1/1 draw card in white in Pauper ever, because we don't have Wall of Omens. So I think this is going to be really, really good for the deck. I've actually played just a couple practice rounds, and I was already impressed with Companion. I am a little bit worried. I think the best deck right now has got to be the new Mono Blue 8 Ninja deck. I was close to just jamming that to try to get a good build of that going, but had to start with some Evoke. I do have a quick announcement as well, and that is I have not been creating as much content as of late, and that is because full disclosure, I was actually just studying a lot for a test that I had to take, and today I just passed it. So I'm stoked. I'm going to have a little bit more free time now. I won't be making content every day, but expect a little more regular content now. So really stoked to get into that. I guess I should have started with, for those that don't know the deck, we just play these 8 Evoke creatures and we combo them with Angelic Renewal and Ephemerate. Check out my channel though, tons of videos on the deck. Um, so there's like maybe 20 leagues with the deck on the channel, so go check that out. I cut some cantrips because we have essentially this as another cantrip. It's also a body, so kind of interesting, but I cut some of the ponders just playing Preordain now. We have a lot of tap lanes as well, so our curve is super high and clunky, but welcome to this deck. I made a couple changes to the sideboard as well because I'm expecting a lot of mono blue. I just at the last second added a couple holy lights. They have a lot of 1 toughness creatures now. The new ninja's a 1 toughness creature. Excuse me. So that's the way I'm attempting to fight against them. Thanks everyone in chat. With just a couple copies of holy light. I was thinking about a couple copies of gut shot as well, but Spirited Companion does block the new ninja pretty well because it can trade for it. So sure, they can get a hit and draw a card, but if you have Companion sitting there, then they can't continue to attack through it without spending a removal spell or dealing with it, at least with the new ninja. So that's kind of nice. And without further ado, everything else from the deck is pretty much the same. So let's just get right into round 1. All right, we just got paired for round 1. I just wanted to make a quick announcement. Somebody actually pointed out in chat that with all these new white cards, we probably should have added the 3rd planes back in. So I just went ahead and did that. It's kind of rough with the counter spells, but I think 3 planes is going to be fine. Also, shout out to these new lands. These are just so sick. So I just bought 24 of each basic here. All right, hand looks great. Fantastic hand here. Slow and clunky, just like we like it. Let's see if we're against mono blue. Oh no! I thought this was a Tranquil Cove. I was like, is this somehow the mirror? But I'm not sure. It could be just some type of affinity brew. I guess we'll see. Another nice point about Evoke is we don't have to play any artifact lands, so we're not susceptible to opponents' dust to dusts and things like that. So that's actually huge. Really interested in what my opponent's on. Oh, it just might be Jeskai Ephemerate here. That's what it looks like, yeah. Okay, I'll probably just get this down. Getting down the renewal now is really strong because then we can just start evoking all of our evoke creatures, hence the name of the deck, and they're kind of forced to counter them. Otherwise, renewal kind of crushes them. Yeah, these are hard to tell that they're actually lands, I'll admit that, but they look so cool that, I mean, I'll get used to it. I think it's worth. All right, they're tapping my white source down. It's kind of annoying, but I can just leave up Counterspell this turn. I wanted to play Companion, but, I mean, this is fine. They just cycle draw. And then if they play anything here, I think I'll counter it. Maybe not a cantrip, but any, like, creature I'd counter. So that was pretty bad for me. Hopefully I just naturally draw a land. I don't. Let's just play Companion. We just want to try to continue to hit land drops. If they counterspell this, then that's fine. Wow. Okay. Once we hit a land, we can just start casting Soul of Migrations with Renewal out, which is pretty nice as well. And we should be decent. All right, get back Counterspell. So this is bad for us. Opponent's kind of going off here. Mully D. Don't want them to counter that. Because if I just evoke this, they're going to counter it. If I journey right now, I guess they could ephemerate, but I'd rather just get this out of here so I don't have to deal with them like ephemerating this at any time. If I go for this right now, it's just going to get countered 100%. Oh, this is terrible because now they just ephemerate. I think I just misplayed here. I should have probably just evoked Mully D, let them counter it. But, I mean, I was kind of just behind this game from missing my land drop and getting iced and everything, so kind of getting crushed. This is the first time I'm playing this deck in a league, yeah, with the good boy here. But obviously I've played a ton of Evoke. I mean, it's gonna be tough to come back in this game. That was a pretty huge mistake. I mean, I guess if they didn't have Ephemerate, it works out for me, but it's just Evoke. They're going to counter. Oh, then they just get Counterspell back. These Ephemerate loops are so brutal to play against. It's not misclick and not play our land. They have another Ephemerate. I think I'm just willing to concede here. They're going to get back Counterspell. I guess I should play it out, at least for a little while longer. But it's pretty much over. I actually don't like Ephemerate either. I know it's what makes this deck tick, but it's so yeah, I misplayed this game too. The turn I played Journey, I definitely needed to play this. But that being said, we were still pretty far behind. Look at how much mana they have. This matchup's not that bad for us, but this game is over. The problem is we just can't cast anything because we know they have at least one counterspell and they have Ephemerate. So like, if they just went for Ephemerate there, I would just try to double counter. But it's going to be tough here. I need to draw another untapped land and then go for Evoke Soul of Migration and try to counter their counterspell. That doesn't even work, actually. Stonehorn Dignitary is fine. So they do have quad blue and Ephemerate. So if I went for Evoke Soul of Migration, they just have Ephemerate and counterspell up here. I just can't resolve anything. Just have to wait. This is pretty bad though. Yeah, the green screen is kind of having difficulty here, so uh, apologize for that. Let me see if I can edit the filter a little bit. That might help. This might be better. So they're just casting Muldrifter. Oh man, I'm just so far behind. If I fight, it's not going to work out for me, but I think I need to do something. Oh, they just let it resolve. Surprised they let that resolve, actually. Okay. So I can go Journey, try to target the Elementalist, then they just flicker, then I counter, then they counter. So that doesn't work. I just need to keep waiting. If their hand is decent, though, it's going to be tough, though. If I had played out the journeys, they would have gone Counterspell Journey, and then I play the second journey, they go Ephemerate, get back Counterspell, Counterspell the journey, and then get back Ephemerate, and just keep doing that. So it would literally just be them free countering both these journeys. So that wouldn't work. Late to dinner, Molly D. Yeah. I mean, again, this game is over. All right, let's just go to the next one. Save some time. All right, we want Dispel, we want Relics, we want Dust to Dust. Dust to Dust is gives us somewhat of an edge here, I think. Hydroblast could be reasonable, but I don't think we want it. Journey is also pretty weak, as we saw there. All their stuff gets like ETB value. You can side out one late to dinner too. Sometimes I like siding out an Ephemerate. Renewal's pretty good in this matchup, but I think 3 might be fine. Keep the Last Breath, I think. This looks like a good sideboard plan. Dust to Dust does require 2 targets, but we just are looking to exile 2 lands. And it's pretty massive, especially if we can do that in the early game. It's huge. And even late game, taking them off with colors or allowing them to, or like keeping them down on mana so we can compete in the counterspell wars is huge. Plus getting back Dust to Dust, just never allowing them to have artifact lands is a good strategy in the matchup I found. I'm gonna try this. I guess Dawnbreaker Cleric also exiles cards from graveyards, but I think Relic just does a better job of that. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. Keep this hand. I'm just going to lead Cove. Hopefully they just play out some indestructible lands and we just get them. That would be nice. If I don't draw a land naturally on turn 2, I'm going to have to preordain rather than renewal because I want to see if I can fire these off early. The earlier the better. Preordain. I just need a white source here, so I'm going to look for one. All right, well, I need lands. Jeez. Okay, well. That was preordain bottom, bottom, preordain bottom, bottom. Not finding any lands, but they didn't play another artifact duel yet anyway, but we still need to find another land. Cantrips are good. All right, I think I like playing Cove, playing Renewal. I don't think I need to leave up counter this turn. I think getting Renewal down is better. Again, then if they ever tap out, we can just evoke this, which is nice. That gives us a pretty decent board presence. I really wanted them to play another indestructible land. Okay, that was pretty bold. Because now I just go evoke this, and they have to answer Oh, I don't have 4 mana because I missed a land. So they got rewarded. Now they're gonna untap with Counterspell and Monarch up. So annoying, honestly. Spirited Companion. I think I like both of these. Maybe I don't need another Soul of Migration right now. Another companion. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to leave up counter and then them not play anything and just play a land and pass and then me just leave up counter forever. I didn't really like that. So I think playing the renewal, sneaking that under a counterspell was worthwhile. So they just Gal Blast right now on their end step. I don't think I want to use renewal. No, I don't want to use renewal on just a dog. Another copy of Dust to Dust. So I can Dust to Dust these lands and then leave up counter for their counter. That's pretty reasonable, especially because I cannot evoke and leave up counter anyway. So let's run it. I could also just let their counterspell resolve here and then leave up counter. But I think just taking them down on mana, just using the counterspell right now is worth it. Because now they're just on 3 mana versus our 5. And if they play 2 more artifact lands, continue casting these Dust to Dusts. Drawing all 3 is pretty bad this early, I will admit, but... Okay, now if we just draw Ephemerate, it's going to be tough for them, because then I can just evoke Ephemerate and just retain Renewal in play. Oh, they missed a land drop? Alright. So I guess we just lead on Companion and then just probably evoke Soul of Migration, make a huge board. Ooh, Late to Dinner is not bad either. Whoops, tried to cast it. Yes, I want to use it now. Okay. They do have the Monarch, but looks like we're probably about to take that. They would need land plus Cannonade plus some type of removal spell for Soul, which I doubt will happen. Dust to Dust goes a long way in this matchup, like I said. Ephemerate the Seagate right now. That's kind of desperation. Preordain. So they are also tapping out of counterspell mana. They shouldn't have played Seat first and then did this if that was going to be their line. So slight mistake from our opponent for sure. They have to discard a card. They should probably just bolt something if they have that as well. Another island is pretty bad. I may want to just Late to Dinner Companion. It's not that good, but it allows me to do something this turn. I think I'm just gonna attack with like 3 birds, maybe just 2 even. I could see like removal spell, untap removal spell, take the Monarch back. I'm just gonna play it safe. I don't really need to damage them here. It's pretty tempting to draw a card. Doesn't really do that much else though. I'll wait. Nice. Chat says no on trying to get back a good boy, so Okay, they flicker and get the Monarch back. Interesting. That's actually fine. It's going to be really hard for them to protect the Monarch. And anytime they play another indestructible land, we just get to blast it, so to speak. Right, it's fine. They didn't have Metalcraft, so they couldn't kill this. Ephemerate that right now, sure. Secret Oracle Ephemerate is good, but so is this. Alright, so I just start with Dust to Dust. If they counter it, I just Dust to Dust again. That's going to be pretty brutal for them. Ooh, Counterspell, nice. Just Stone Rain 2 lands. So I could counter back, or I could just Dust to Dust again. And I'd rather just Dust to Dust again, I think, because I don't know when I'm going to get to use this. They have to play 2 more artifact lands. And then I get to take the Monarch. Do I want to hit for like 1 more damage? I don't think so. I just want to play it super safe. I think whoever has the Monarch... I mean, I guess they can Ephemerate, get the Monarch back, but forcing them to do that is reasonable. And they're still only on 3 mana here, so... I didn't swing with the Soul because I want to just have really good blocks for these 2 creatures so I don't have to chump. I don't care about damage, so I want the blocker. I mean, I guess they were going to probably Ephemerate this anyway, but maybe then they just Ephemerate this, attack. I guess they had to Ephemerate this, so maybe swinging with a couple more things would have been better there, but I was trying to just play it as safe as possible. Alright, let's take the Monarch. And then I think just Hardcast Muldrifter is going to be the line. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can probably just cast Muldrifter, leave up Counterspell, and then play Chancery. Wait, this is actually going to go up to 6 cards, 7 cards, 7 cards. Oh, Pyroblast. I think I want to just counter this. I'm not that scared of anything they can do here on 4 mana. I'd rather just get another flyer down, draw some extra cards. Just in case we're not drawing enough cards here. Alright, and they're not Ephemerating anymore right now, so I suppose they could Archaeomancer here. Get back Ephemerate. But they're really tight on mana, so they don't necessarily have mana for everything. Alright, they Monarch again. We're missing pretty hard on basically everything here. We only have Doggo in the graveyard. Alright, let's go. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could just attack with everything. I think I like that. I'm just going to attack with everything and then wait to dinner back a Spirited Companion. I probably should have attacked with slightly more things last turn, but I think this is good. Oh, nice. That's huge. Because now they can't Archaeomancer or anything, which is pretty brutal for them. Alright. Cannot keep this Doggo down. So they're at 7. We have 8 power in the air. They concede. Nice. Dust to Dust won us that game. That's what happened. Alright. Maybe I shouldn't have shown them Relic, but I wanted to make sure to win that, obviously. Hydroblast is pretty tempting as well. I think this configuration is probably fine. Yeah, having Dust to Dust in this list and not being vulnerable to opponents' Dust to Dusts is just like huge value here. All right, let's do it. I think Relic helps us a lot in this matchup. Again, Dust to Dust is a key card for sure. Those preordains were huge. Went preordain bottom bottom, preordain bottom bottom. Oh, good boy. Let's go. Bridge. Good boy ephemerate. Oh, sweet. I didn't even know that, Melanie. Yeah, these lands are so sick, honestly. Let's just good boy here. I don't really care if they want to spend a removal spell on it. I just want to draw. Nice. We can play like Relic and... I mean, we'll probably play a tap land next turn. Alright, looks like they might be choked on mana as well. No. Dust to Dust. Dust to Dust one time. Dust to Dust. Oh, Oliver Jukes. Official Bolt. Thanks for the 2 months. Hey. Alright, here, I mean, playing Relic is really tempting, but I need to play this tap land, and I do want to play Renewal. That way I can have the option of evoking Soul next turn, depending on what they do. And as we saw last game, that's pretty good. I think I misplayed last game. I should have been attacking earlier. This is my first league match with Doggo, so it's too early to really say how good it is yet, but I think it's good. The Doggo isn't as good at the early card advantage library manipulation as something like Ponder, but it is a creature that we can bring back. It's a creature that we can ephemerate. It blocks. It just does a lot. Opponent taps out, but they do have a lot of mana now. So now I think I'm just going evoke this, make a huge board. I mean, even if they just Gal Blast a Soul, if I draw an untapped land, I can Soul of Migration, ephemerate again. It's just got to be worth. They also need like a cannonade, otherwise I just have 6 power flying. I'm just going to try to race here. Plus, if they don't kill this now, I can attack with all and have ephemerate up. Plus, Relic is really strong as well. Alright, so they just kill that, sure. And they're tapping low. Untap land, please. Islander Plains. I guess they could have another Gal Blast. Ooh, Palace Sentinels. Do like that. I don't know if it's better, but it is really strong. I'm just worried about, like, they could easily have Galablast. They could also just have Pyroblast. I'm just deciding how many birds to attack with. If I want to attack with all 4, 3, or just 2. I think just 2. I think I'd rather try to hold on to the Monarch, make them play a Monarch creature if they want to take the Monarch back. Monarch is definitely that important. Missing land drops here is pretty bad. Yeah, Monarch is just too vital. Looks like they're gonna play a Monarch creature. Oh no. So they're getting a Galv Blast here. And then they'll probably attack with both Sea Gates, which I'll have to just chump chump. It's Pretty annoying. I could triple block, but then I give up the Monarch, so I don't want to do that. Dust to dust. I feel like that's going to get countered. Playing dogs does seem pretty good. I'm going to do it. Just because it allows me to double spell into a counter spell plus get blockers is nice. Having to counter these dogs is like hilarious, but also showing the power of dog here. Oh, man, we're just missing land drops. It's so brutal here. We don't have good blocks, but we can just hold on to the Monarch for dear life for now. The last 2 turns we needed an untapped land. Galblast dog. They're really going in. Another removal spell? Or another Ardent Elementalist. Yeah, get back Galblast and then attack, take the Monarch. Alright. So what I have to do is just trade for Elementalist and then leave 1 bird to take the Monarch back. Take 2. And then I really need untap land right now for Soul of Migration Ephemerate. Brutal. I guess I have a Mully-D Ephemerate here in order to hit more land drops, but may or may not be enough. Just missed too many land drops in a row here. Oh no. Not like this. Okay. So they're going to be able to take the Monarch back. The good news is they're still only on 3 cards, even after that entire exchange. Oh, man. I haven't even had time to deploy Relic this entire time. I have to discard 3 cards. I have no clue what to discard. Yeah, Dust to Dust might just not be good enough here. I need to discard 3, though. Preordain. I think I can just find better uses of my mana right now. Dust to Dust, Preordain, and either Renewal, Ephemerate. Oh, one of the souls. I didn't realize I had 2 souls. Okay. No, Archaeomancer is just so good in this matchup that I think I eventually want access to it. I don't think I want to discard Archaeomancer there. Like, Ephemerate looping is pretty unbeatable in this matchup. Okay, they Pyroblast the Mully-D right now, then attack for 4, take the Monarch. And I need to hope they don't have a removal spell here now. Start my turn by trying to take the Monarch, and I don't get to Ephemerate. No, that's okay. There's the bounce land right when we do not need it anymore. All right, I was able to take the Monarch there. Interesting. I kind of want to just set up this turn. Play like Renewal, Relic, and then play Chancery. I'm going to do that. Could also not even play Relic. Let's see what they do. Let's just lead on Chancery here. Bounce Ash Barrens. And I'll have to discard. I think I'd rather just play Relic. Leave up 1 counterspell. 16 to 15, and they counterspell the Relic. I wonder if this means that they have like an Archaeomancer or something in hand. I think I'm going to dispel this. They ephemerate that right now. Okay. They're going to get back Pyroblast, and then they're going to Pyroblast the Dispel. Damn. So this is really bad for me because now they have an Ephemerate loop going. So it turned out playing the Renewal first was really bad. I was trying to bait a counterspell, but they just didn't bite. So now they get to get back another counter. We don't have the Relic. Ah, that might have cost me. Didn't think they would have all that, honestly, from the way they were playing. They got back Ephemerate. Makes sense. So we just know Ephemerate in their hand, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure we just know Ephemerate. Now 3 other cards. Hopefully no removal spell for our bird. Start by attacking. So again, we know they have Ephemerate. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana now. I think I like just leading on Evoke Soul and then not Ephemerating and then making them try to interact. The problem is if they have, let's say they have another counter, which I don't think they do. They would need a third one. I think it's time to go for it. Let's go. I think I'm going to go for this. But I'm not going to go for the Ephemerate. I'm just going to go for the Renewal. If they counterspell here, they had the third counter. Okay, so now I need to wait, unfortunately, because we know they have Ephemerate in hand. So if I went for counter there, it wouldn't work. I need to do this now. Brutal. All right. It's pretty bad for me. I think if we Ephemerate there, it doesn't work either. I mean, they also had the Pyroblast. I don't think there was anything I could have done. I think playing the Renewal before playing the Relic might have cost me the match. Because then I couldn't use the counterspell when they had the Pyroblast as well. It's not over yet, but it's looking grim. Man, Relic is so key in this matchup too. Now if they just have Gal Blast, it's brutal. No, I don't think so, Theoretico. It's not like I could have cast it that turn. Or casting it here does anything. So we know about Ephemerate in their hand. Okay, so I might be able to mess them up with Dust to Dust, but I think it's still going to be rough here. Get these 2 blue sources. They may have to counter. So now I can go Archaeomancer. Oh, then they can just go. Oh, they can't go Ephemerate, get back Pyroblast right now. So that's a plus. I guess if I get back Dispel, they can still have Ephemerate. I guess I just need to get back Dispel so I can try to counter the Ephemerate, right? It's my only hope. Oh, they're Ephemerating this right now. what I can do is I can just also ephemerate my Archaeomancer. It's not good, but I think it's my best chance. Because I have this, they can't really afford to kill Archaeomancer. So now I can get back either Dust to Dust or Counterspell. I think I just need to get back Counter. So they got back Pyroblast. We have these two. Okay. Ephemerate loops are just so silly, honestly. Classic Pauper match right here. All right, and then they get back Ephemerate. So we know they have Pyroblast. They don't have a Counterspell yet. They Pyroblast right now. Interesting. So they're going to double removal spell? Did they forget about renewal? I guess I have nothing that's that good to get back. But I'm going to have to say yes. I guess I can just get back Preordain. Seagate. So they have Pyroblast and Ephemerate in hand. Okay. Ephemerate, get back Counterspell, I assume. Get back another Pyroblast. So their hand is Pyro. Pyroblast the Archaeomancer right now. Makes sense. Then Dawnbringer Cleric, exile the Archaeomancer, sure. What I need is a relic. Alright. Take two. I don't get to use this Ephemerate. I don't want to blink my bird, I don't think. It is tempting. Just give up on the bird. And then I get to I think I'm actually going to do it. I don't usually, I don't think I've like pretty much ever done this, but I want to be able to Archaeomancer back Ephemerate here. I'm going to have to dispel their Pyroblast here. They're just letting this resolve. Interesting. And they're going to Pyroblast right now? Why? Oh, they're going to Galv Blast. I could just let this resolve and then wait to dinner. I think I'm going to do that. And then get back late to dinner. Pass. I'm at 10, so I'm almost just dying to their board anyway here. And they have a Galv Blast. Oh, I should have dispelled. Oh no, they had. Did they have another Pyro in hand? Chat, tell me, did they have another Pyro? I needed to dispel their Galv Blast right now. They have Ephemerate in hand. Okay. I think I'm just dead here. I think they have one more Pyroblast. Another Dawnbringer Cleric exiling their Archaeomancer. It's going to be tough here. Maybe late to dinner, Soul of Migration, Ephemerate it, gain life. Late to dinner, Ardent Elementalist, get back late to dinner. Yeah. I mean, again, both these decks do kind of a similar thing. Oh, they're getting back Galv Blast. Okay. Oh, they have. Let's see if they have the Pyroblast. They do. GG. Oh, they have ephemerate. Okay. GG's. That was a good match. Really good match. I think I made a couple small mistakes that may have cost me, but still a really, really fun match to show. And I think it still did show the power of dog. They were just counterspelling the dogs. So that's a really good thing for a 2-drop and a control mirror that they're just countering it. So we'll see you in round 2. All right, 0-1 in this Pauper League. Let's keep this hand with this good boy and try to draw some cards here. Looks like we're against burn. We have the Dawnbringer Cleric already, though. I would like to play the renewal before I play the Dawnbringer Cleric so I can try to gain more life. We'll see if we have that luxury here. Oh, it's Boros Monarch, maybe, or some weird red artifact deck. I don't know yet. I thought it was burn, but now I think I still just want to play Companion. Not sure. I think just trading Companion for that is fine. Synthesizer, Drum. My guess is this is just a Boros deck. Opponent just going off here. Ardent Recruit, yeah. It's like a weird Boros aggro deck. Don't know 100% what's going on, but that's fine. I have some interesting lines here. I'm probably going to cycle this Ash Barrens, and then I can play Companion, play Renewal, play Dawnbringer Cleric, any of the above. I think I'm going to go cycle, actually get Plains. And then I think I'm just going to play Renewal. Because then I could always just evoke Moe-D, draw 4 next turn. Their deck appears to be pretty aggressive, which is kind of weird why they have like this. Okay, so they can kill Spirited Companion. Oh, they just blast us down to 15. Very interesting deck from the opponent. I could just chump here. I don't hate that. I don't think the doggo's doing that much else. Let's say no. Okay, there's a Chancery. So I can go Ponder, Dawnbringer, gain life. Or I can just evoke Moe-D. If I draw that many cards, I'm going to have to discard a lot of cards, though. So it's lead Preordain, and then probably just Dawnbringer Cleric gain 2. I don't think I want either of these. Dawnbringer Cleric, gain 2 life. I want to just make sure to not die in this matchup, and our late game is going to just massively outclass their late game, I think. Gain 2, Chancery, bounce Plains. And then I have to just probably take 6 here, and then like maybe evoke Soul of Migration. Not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. They crack Spare Supplies to start. I wonder if this is like a... I guess it's just a weird version of Boros Monarch. I'm just gonna take here. I only have 4 cards in hand. Another Ardent Recruit. Jeez. So I think I need to get this down. It's not the most mana efficient play, but I think it's fine. Let's just do it. If I had an Ephemerate here, that would be nice. Then we can probably just set up some multi-blocks here, try to start dealing with their board. Again, I can draw more cards as the game goes on, so I just need to not die, and then I'll be in a good spot. This is another new card from the new set. I actually kind of drastically underrated it at first. When when it enters or leaves the battlefield, you exile the top card of your library, and then you can cast that card. It's very good. So they're going to get a card, and then they can replay it, get another card. I have a version of Boros Bully or Boros Monarch with this card that I am wanting to test as well. So they're just going off here. Wow. They're really going off with this card. This card has been pretty impressive from what I've seen. They're making a huge board. But we can do that as well. Plus draw a lot of cards. Then they couldn't Hawk Bounce Synthesizer, but they don't get to play this. Okay. So they're a very aggressive Boros Bully deck. Now I think I just like Renewal into Moly draw 4. Make sure I hit a land drop. We do. Once we find some ephemerates, we should be in good shape here. There's Ash Barrens. I think I'll just shuffle. I'll just cycle that Ash Barrens rather than Preordain here, and just no attacks. Yes, Synthesizer is pretty impressive, even if you're going to miss sometimes, especially if you build your deck with it in mind with a low curve. You can get so much card advantage out of it. Pretty crazy. All right, we can Journey that Seeker. They have only 4 cards in hand to our 7. Another Seeker, okay. I would assume they do not have Rally the Peasants in their deck. That's my guess. Archaeomancer. That will be a good one at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I just want to lead on Preordain. I want to find like a counterspell, some other good stuff to do. More Muldrifters and Preordains. I think I'm fine just bottoming these. I just don't have time for all that. I can just Journey these. It's not getting that much better for me. I don't really need to Archaeomancer yet. Journey. I think I'll just play Dog rather than fake leave up Counterspell. Rather just draw more cards, get another Chump Blocker in. Okay. And now we can just continue to draw cards with Muldrifter, maybe just hardcast Soul of Migration here. We just want to find Ephemerate at this point again. That will leave us in a great spot. Spare supplies, they cycle. We just have such a better late game than them. Like, they're only on like 4 lands plus 2 drums. We have like more mana than them at this point. That's the 4th Seeker. Very interesting deck from the opponent. They only have 2 cards left. I'm just going to hardcast Moly D to start. Draw some more cards. There's a Last Breath. That's interesting. I don't hate it. I still don't have attacks, but again, we just need to find our Ephemerate late game here. Raven is fine. I'll probably just Last Breath their Core Skyfisher at the end of their turn, just to be mana efficient. Just get that 2/3 flyer out of there. Like, they're struggling to find cards at this point, and we're just still drawing cards like crazy. Just gonna get another island here. Let's spread this. Counterspell, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Again, just waiting for Ephemerate at this point. Preordain. Sure. Now we have Counterspell up, which is huge. There we go. There it is. I think I can attack with both of my Mully Ds now. They're at 24. I don't think there's actually a reason to yet. I'm just going to pass the turn here. I do want Ephemerate and Counterspell up, though. I'm at 11, so I do have to be fairly careful, but once I start looping this Archaeomancer, I'm going to be in a great spot. They've only used one Galvanic Blast, so they could have more burn in hand. They haven't played any white land yet. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so they're just sacking that. There's a white land. They get their Samurai, they play the land. They're only have double drum up right now. Epicure is fine. So they only have 1 mana left here. Let's just draw some more cards. I want to find additional counterspells to protect my Archaeomancer loop even more. There's another Ephemerate. I can just go for it now. If they like Galblast in response, it's kind of annoying. I guess I just wait. I think I just start making birds at this point. I don't really need more cards. There's Palace Sentinels. I, again, don't really need more cards. Just get back Ephemerate. Now I can just keep making like such a massive board. I have double Ephemerate plus counter up here. So that's my plan. Yeah, Archaeomancer can return Last Breath as well, which is why the one Last Breath is in the deck. Lightning Bolt us. Okay, so I'm just gonna counterspell this. And then I'm gonna Ephemerate right now, returning Counterspell while they're tapped out. This is what our opponent was doing to us last game, and it's pretty annoying to deal with, which is why these loops are also really problematic. Because if you can't answer the loop the first time, you basically just get buried. You can never answer it. Which is why it's such a powerful late game in Pauper. This is fine. Like in Synthesizer, I don't really care. Could have countered that, I suppose, but I think I'm fine just letting them do all this. Trigger Seeker, sure. Another spare supplies, they got it. They're keeping up with us on cards now, but we're going to be building up a better board than them. I can just chump this. Plus, we can just build up a wall of counterspells while we do it. Raven, sure. They have blood tokens, clue tokens. They are drawing a lot of cards. Why would they draw right now? Maybe just to F6? They have 1 mana up. They're tapping right now to play another Glint Hawk. So I can just counter this at this point. And then just get back Counterspell. They're tapped out here, so we're 0-1 in the league right now. I don't know why the league thing's not showing up. It's kind of weird, but what are you going to do? All right. Let's go get back Ephemerate. Just try to execute these loops quickly here. And let's just go Ephemerate this, get back counter. I can start Last Breathing their creatures. I mean, I could Last Breath this right now. That seems pretty good to me. Just start dealing with their board. I could Monarch as well, but I don't want to deck. So I actually don't really want to Monarch. I could also just evoke this so I can late to dinner it next turn. I don't hate that. Maybe didn't play this turn correctly, but I was just trying to play fast, honestly, so I think this is fine. I do need to start making more birds at some point here for sure. Looks like they're just going to discard lands to draw cards. We also might be able to just plan on decking them and just answer everything in their deck. I think that's actually a reasonable game plan. Or Skyfisher. I'm just going to counterspell this. I don't think I can die to what they have. Core Skyfisher's slightly annoying. 2 Ephemerates to loop here. And if they kill this, I can just late to dinner that. So it's probably better just to save this anyway. Time is definitely a real factor here as well. I can outbird them, I think. They lightning bolt the Archaeomancer, so I let this resolve, and then I go. I guess I'll draw some more cards at this point. I do want to gauge how many cards I'm drawing though, for sure. Oh, they're going for a removal spell on Moe D? That's fine. Okay. Now I'm just going, oh, counterspell. Finally finding more counters. Now I just go get back, I guess, Ephemerate, because I can protect it with counter. So now I can get back late to dinner. I guess I'll just get back the other Ephemerate first. And then now get back late to dinner. And now pass. They can swing all at some point, but I can probably just set up some good multi-blocks here. Right, they have 0 cards in hand. They can crack Synthesizer, but they can't actually blood because they don't have a card. Right, so they Glinthawk. They can Glinthawk like a Thraben. Oh no, they can't. They can only Glinthawk an artifact. So they can Glinthawk a land or a drum for not really value. They should have just blooded that away. They don't really need a drum, right? I can gain some life here. Just trying to, again, take actions. Make sure not to leave myself like dead on time for the match. Just get back a couple counters. Just play it safe here. And then maybe next turn, if I don't need to use these counters, I can start making more birds eventually. There's no rush though, because our board is already like comparable to theirs. Except we're the ones just looping here. This is what Pauper has become, huh? It's not always like this, but it often is. Another counter, okay. So now I can just start making birds. Just keep that other Ephemerate in hand. Just to play around, like if they try to play a removal spell instantly or something, but I'll just Ephemerate Soul end of turn here. Let's make bird plan. Takes a long time though. So you really have to have your Moto skills down, which I actually learned a lot of Moto skills by playing this deck a lot. Yielding to the triggers and just playing faster in general. Just leave up triple counter. Should be enough. Also, since we're gaining life from these late to dinners, should be fine. Also, they're going to deck before us, so we can just literally not attack. We can stop looping at some point, but I don't think we want to do that. If they try to bolt this, I can just counter. They just used all their removal trying to fight over these, which, again, doesn't really work because then you just get back counterspell. Get back ephemerate, and then get back these two counters that I used. So as you can see, pretty broken. Especially if you can play against the clock like this. All right, nice. They've used a lot of burn now. I probably missed a crack food as well. It doesn't really matter. I mean, they can concede whenever. They're probably trying to make us use time. Just play this. Cast. Ephemerate it. All right. I think I'm going to stop ephemerate looping, or maybe I'll just keep going and then eventually build up one lethal attack. But again, they're just going to lose automatically at this point by decking. Can't even like really tell what's going on, and I'm playing. Okay. So they have three flying blockers. I think next turn I can just send in with like most of my birds. That should be fine. I'm only like 2 minutes down on time, so the game doesn't always progress to this crazy state like that we see here. So I can also attack with my soul of migrations, I guess, and then ephemerate them. I guess that's the plan. All right, this is fine. This actually, I think, is just lethal. Because this is 29 birds and they're at 28. They're going to go like strands here or something. I guess I could just win the counter war. Okay, nice. Maybe could have attacked last turn. That was pretty funny. This seems incredible. Holy Light seems unplayable, actually. Maybe I just want Death to Dust. I don't think I want to change too much. They're kind of a weird middle of the line build. They like don't really have graveyard synergies. I mean, I guess I can bring in Hydroblast because they're probably going to bring in Pyro, and they have burn spells. So maybe I just do this. I think I don't want this. Don't think I actually want Dawnbury Cleric. Having a way to gain life is reasonable, but don't think I want that. I think Journey is fine to respect them with Journey. Can side out a late to dinner. I guess Companion is... I guess Companion's good because it blocks their 3/3. I'm coming from Birdman? What do you mean? Birdman's just he's a combo player. Just because he's I get it now. I thought you said Burb, so now I understand the Birdman joke. I think I want to be on the Soul of Migration plane. I think I can side out one Ephemerate. I can side out one Journey, I think. They have Seeker and stuff, but two Journeys is, I think, fine for that. Also, Stonehorn Dignitary might be reasonable against them, just not allowing them to attack. What about siding out some companions, siding in some dignitaries, have them miss combats and then just start attacking in the air? Might be reasonable. I mean, I'm probably going to win by looping Dust to Dust. Sand's not good, but I think it's a keep. Okay, well now it's a turn 3, 2/2 flying, draw 4 cards, so now it's reasonable. Alright, their hand is good though. But so is ours now that we drew the Molly D. I mean, I guess they could have Pyro, but we'll see if they tap out or not. Also, their deck is probably relatively inconsistent. Just with their mana base and they're trying to go aggro. Ooh, wow, okay. Wasn't expecting that. They only have 3 cards left. A clue on the table. Journey to Nowhere. Don't want the land, but I do want to journey their Seeker right now. I can just wait on drawing more cards, but stemming the bleeding is what I want to do here. I can just like renewal plus counter next turn and then evoke Muldrifter or just hardcast Muldrifter on turn 5 with this out. So I'm just in a good position here. Their mana just seems pretty rough, honestly. They do have Springleaf Drum to help combat that, but wait, they bounced. What they bounce? Oh, they bounced Dawnbringer Cleric. Okay, well, didn't even realize they did that. I just assumed they bounced this, but now I'm just gonna counterspell the Dawnbringer Cleric. Oh, they have Pyro. Okay, well now I get to resolve Muldrifter unless they have another mountain plus another Pyroblast. So, wow, they killed Angelic Renewal over Journey to Nowhere. That's so aggressive. Are they just so scared of this? I mean, I guess rightfully so. Guess it's that good in this deck. Like if I just went evoke Soul of Migration that turn, make a huge board, they probably like can't beat that basically. But maybe this they can beat. They draw a card. Okay. We're at 12, going to 8. So we're still in trouble. The Dawnbringer Cleric plus Pyroblast was actually huge. A lot of good draws here, though. Not those. Okay, well, nothing left. Went from such a good position here to basically dead. I mean, we can counter burn spells, but we're going to 3? Wow. Did not think I was going to lose this game. Oh, I should have Hydroblasted that. That was a mistake. Maybe not even. Yeah. Let's see. Even if I draw Soul of Migration, oh, I got punished. Wow. I'm shocked I lost this game, honestly. Super shocked. That Dawnbringer Cleric just crushed me. Okay, fair enough. I guess I also had Stonehorn as an out there. Not that I could have... I was out of draws. That was so crazy. It was like we were about to win till we just died out of nowhere. Okay. think we just run it back. Wonder if Dawnbringer Cleric's better than Spirited Companion, just to 1/3 gain 2 life and not draw a card. But I'd rather draw cards. And I think like evoking a Soul of Migration is just a really good strategy in this matchup. Alright, let's keep. Not an ideal hand here, but I don't want to mulligan like a turn 3 counter spell, I guess. Nothing from them. Interesting. Ooh, nice. I don't even know if I want to play that yet, though. After drawing the Molly D last game, I thought we were set 2. So I don't want this to get killed by a Dawnbringer, so I think I'm just gonna play Terramorphic, get Island, and pass. Then next turn I can play Plains, and then the turn after that Chancery. But yeah, I did not want to get blown up by a Dawnbringer card there. So we get Island. I can't even preordain and leave up counter, which is so brutal. I'm just going to keep waiting. I can take some damage here. It's not ideal, but I want to leave up counterspell. Taking 2 is totally fine. All right. Counter that. Now I can just go Chancery, leave up counter again. Guess I'm gonna do that. It's pretty awkward that I'm just like playing it so slow, but I think this is what I want to do. Again, I can take a little bit of damage. They hit a land. Now they might have Pyroblast backup too. Damn. I think I need to just counter this. Feels pretty bad, but I need to just kind of use my mana there. Let it resolve. Interesting. Stonehorn Dignitary, not bad. Sleep Preordain. There's an Archaeomancer. Do I want another Chancery? Probably not, but I think I'll take the Archaeomancer. I think I'm just going to play Stonehorn this turn. I think it's the least susceptible to their interaction. They don't get to attack. Sure, they can like double bolt it or something if they want, but now I can start to threaten like Stonehorn Flickers and just buy time. Core Skyfisher probably bounce. Yeah, Ancient Den, replay, play another white spell, or just not. Okay. Ooh, Journey is good. I can't go Archaeomancer yet. I can play Renewal plus Journey. But then I'm still susceptible to Dawnbringer Cleric. Let's just lead on Preordain. Nice. Go on both of these. I think just one is fine. Let's see. I could play... Actually, I'm just going to go top. I'm just going to top. Then I'm going to play Journey. And then I'm also going to just play Renewal. Just going to get the Seeker of the way, I think. Maybe just the Flyer. And then if they Dawnbringer Cleric the Renewal, I can still go Soul of Migration Ephemerate it. So they do have Dawnbringer Cleric. See what... Oh man, this was potentially a misplay. Now they just get back Dawnbringer Cleric. Oh man. Luckily I'm going to be able to use this right now. So they can bolt the Stonehorn to kill it. I think I don't want that to happen. Okay. Should still be in a good spot here. I'm going to use the renewal because we know about Dawnbringer. And then just leave this up to protect my stuff. Normally I would like to Ephemerate here because usually we know they don't have an answer to this, but might as well use it now. My plan still kind of worked. Obviously I should have just journeyed the Seeker. I didn't think about that interaction until they played it with Core Skyfisher, but now I know, so good learning experience. And now if they ever try to like double bolt Soul or anything, I just get to Ephemerate it. Hydroblast. Okay, not bad. Just go Archaeomancer, get back Counterspell. Wouldn't be surprised if they Pyroblast. They do. I think I'm willing to fight here. Okay, they double Red Blast. That's actually fine. We are kind of out of gas, but we do have another Evoke Soul Migration plus Ephemerate here. And they just went on 3 lands this whole game. Okay. So they can't Gallblast. We should be good. That's all we have left. That is a lot of stuff. Don't really have attacks yet, but it's okay. Now we just need to draw like Mole Drifters, Late to Dinners, that sort of stuff. Another 1/1 right now. It's not even a 3/3 yet. Okay. So let's assume they have double burn spell. I think I want to trade a bunch of birds for these. So if I just like 6 block 1. And then I guess I can block the other one with double soul plus double bird. I guess this is bad because if they double bolt a soul and kill the other soul, I don't get to ephemerate it. So I'll just chump this one. They're gonna have at least a burn spell here. I think this is the safest block. I guess I could have blocked one more bird on this. That was a mistake, but probably won't matter. Again, for the most part, I'm fine to sit here as long as I don't get ultra flooded. Late to Dinner, Mole Drifter, Preordain, Archaeomancer, all really good draws. Even an Ephemerate is a fine draw at this point. Definitely should have blocked one more bird on that Seeker, though. Lightning Bolt me. Gain a bunch of life. Okay. And Lightning Bolt me down to 9. 1 card left in hand for them. But we have 0 cards, but our board is better than theirs. They go to 28. Sure. They probably did not expect us to block with all our birds. It's kind of annoying. Again, what's up? Oh yeah, Dawnbringer Clerk's their last card in hand. They're just waiting. Nice. The power of cantrips. It'd be fun if they top decked a Pyroblast. They did. Okay. I'm not going to attack here. Got to watch our time as well. So Dawnbringer Cleric still their last card. All right. That's a reasonable one. Especially if we draw like a Mully D or something. Synthesizer is not what we wanted to see. We have to not time out again. Kind of sketchy. Bridge. They probably want to wait on cracking this till next turn. Oh, man. So their last two draws were Glinthawk into Synthesizer. That's pretty nuts. They're just hitting every time here as well. They replay Synthesizer now, that's Ultra Greed. Don't expect them to. Okay, nice. 4, 5, 6, 7. Just cast. Just gonna pass the turn. I want to have these souls back to block with. They're kind of up on cards at this point. They're at so much life, I can't really... Oh man, they're just hitting. Okay, we need to hit at some point here. They've already used 3 Pyroblasts, so it's a lot. Feeling like we're behind. I need to keep clicking OK here because I need to leave up this Ephemerate. Now I can F6 if they're tapped out. They're hitting really well on those synthesizers, but their overall converted mana cost of their deck is really low. All right. That would have been nice to counter this a long time ago. Again, feeling like we're in trouble here. Oh, I wonder if I kill Synthesizer, they just bounce spare supplies. Let's just let them bounce Synthesizer at this point. Kind of sucks, but I guess I can counter it. It's not even that good, but I think I have to. I guess just killing it. Well, then they just bounce spare supplies anyway. Okay, well, they have another one now. There's a Gal Blast. Let's see if they go face or go for a soul. They have to cast it. They go face. This is going to be tough. These games have been pretty crazy, but yeah, we're pretty far behind here. Might have to start flickering like Stonehorn at some point. I need to get an Ephemerate loop going. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do that either. And they can Lightning Bolt us as well. They have a 7/7 Seeker of the Way. Jeez. That's pretty nuts. Let's let them go to combat here. If they want to attack with this, I can block Flicker, which I will do. Or do I want to block with Soul and Flicker that? I think I'd rather have them skip multiple combats at this point. No, let's just keep building up our board. Top deck? Non-land? It was a non-land, but not a very good one. Oh, they have Dawnbringer Cleric in hand. That was a misplay. Should have just held it. I was just trying to play fast. It's a pretty bad mistake, actually. Hey, Dosen, what's up? Yeah, glad you could catch the stream for sure. Looks like we're about to lose this game here. Felt like we were favored, but I think I made a couple mistakes. I'm a little rusty, can't deny that. So they're looking for another burn spell, it looks like, to kill us. That would be pretty incredible if we win. They sending with all? No. Did they not play Dawnbringer Cleric? Holy crap. If they don't have the 4th Pyro, this resolves, we get to draw 4. Maybe we just come back? Not giving up hope. They have Dawnbringer Cleric in hand, right? There's a Last Breath as well. We could gain life with that. Journey, I think just Journey one of their flyers. I could Journey, well, we know they have Dawnbringer Cleric as well. I guess I just Journey Seeker. Flyers I don't think matter too much. Do I Last Breath right now? I think no. Wait for them to try to point a burn spell at our face. I'm down 20 seconds on time as well. I haven't taken my Last Breath yet. Dawnbringer Cleric. Okay. They can just get their Seeker back. Sure. Hard because I can't F6 with this deck, so I think my plan is to try to win this match on time if I can win. So that's what I'm going to go for. So I'm going to take that into account with my lines here. Moiety. Galvanic Blast us on upkeep. Counter it. Archaeomancer? Oh, it's an Ephemerate. Okay. Ephemerate this right now. There's no way they have interaction, is there? Attacking with they have too many flying blockers for me to really attack with birds. Do they not have another thing in hand? I'm gonna wait on that. So I have Ephemerate coming back down. I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have more blockers than they have attackers. Again, up on time about 20 seconds now, which is relevant. Glint Hawking back Synthesizer. They're almost out of cards in library as well. So if they just find a burn spell, we die. On this Synthesizer or the next one. They have a couple looks. Don't do it, opponent. This would be an epic win. The Raven, it's another redraw. I get to draw 2 cards next turn though. Opponent, please. Spare supplies. No burn spell. They've used all 4 lightning bolts, but not that many Gal Blasts, only 1. Looks like we're not dead here. They don't attack with everything. Looks like we're likely gonna get to draw cards. There's another Moiety and a late to dinner. I'm just gonna try to take actions. I can't like take too long to decide the best line here. Get back a Fem. Yield. Ephemerate this. Get back Ephemerate. I'm gonna Ephemerate Stonehorn at the end of this for sure. Get back Ephemerate. Maybe I need to get back a counter though. Maybe that's actually better. Because I have enough blockers to block their creatures. Just time-wise is kind of bad. Get back counter. And Cove pass. Actually, I'm going to crack food right now. Okay. Whew! Oh, Nerdy Steve, what's up? Thanks for saying that. Appreciate the compliment. You came for the right day and at the right time. This is crazy. Dawnbringer Cleric. They're gonna exile a card from my graveyard, I guess. That's fine. I just need to not die to burn spells. I'm gonna lock them out of. Oh, they're exiling Last Breath. Okay. I can't loop too much though. Or Skyfisher is fine. Because time-wise, I can't loop too much. I guess I'm up on time. But yeah, I'm definitely going for the win time-wise. Let this resolve. Red Blast. Okay, so they can Red Blast an Archaeomancer here. But then I can just flicker Stonehorn a bunch. Not ideal, obviously. I guess I can counter. I don't want to lose to something. I want to just win on time. Or by them milling. Raven is fine. I need to be able to counter their burn spells. Draw, sure. They're probably going to F6. So I'm going to flicker everything on Stonehorn, I think. Maybe one on Mully D. They're taking way too much time. I think they're going to time out. Oh, they're attacking with everything, making me make some blocks. Okay, this is fine. I don't think they actually have good attacks here. I think they're trying to time us out. It's a pretty good strategy. Okay, so I've lost my Mully D there. Trying to do everything I can here. It's just make you skip combat. Yield, please. What are they Gal Blasting? They're Gal Blasting me? Why'd they wait till now? I don't understand. Make you skip combat, make you skip combat. And then let's go renewal, evoke. Yes. Counterspell and a Spirited Companion. So they're skipping 3 combats. Okay, pass. Up like 30 seconds. I'm not able to F6 though. They're also just gonna mill. Synthesizer for Seeker. So they're skipping this combat and 2 more combats. So I want them just to keep drawing cards. That's ideal, honestly. All right, let's just go renewal into Soul of Migration. I'm not going to worry about these Dust to Dusts here. Just going to F6. Yes. I can't F6 their turn though, but I'm up like 20 seconds. What a crazy game. Opponent almost out of time and cards in library, and they can't stack these triggers fast enough, maybe. I gotta yield. They're just gonna mill. I think they're skipping this combat and then one more. Yeah, one more combat left to skip. All their bolts are gone, but they do have some Gal Blasts left. Companion. We're still up like 30 seconds on time. One more combat left to skip. If they attack with all, I'm going to have to make blocks, though. Core Skyfisher, sure. It sucks that I can't F6 because that would really put the time pressure on them. At least I'm yielded to these now. 20 seconds for the opponent. Galvanic Blast us. Gonna counter. Think that's their last one. F6. And then just F6 my turn because they only have like 5 seconds here. They said GG. I think that means they're conceding. I can't really type right now though. Can they attack? No, GG's. Wow. Time is real. Whew, they had 2 cards in library. Whew. I'm not sure if I would have had enough time to block everything. Holy crap. That was a game of blue-white Evoke. Chat had faith. My faith was wavering, I'll admit. That was crazy. Whew. I think that deserves I think that's a screenshot. And that's, you didn't even see the position we were in, how we were like so close to losing there. Oh man. Whew. That was awesome. All right. Welcome to round 3 after that crazy, crazy game. Let's keep this hand. A little bit sketchy here, but hopefully we just draw lands. I actually like seeing artifact lands on the opposing side because of our dust to dust in the sideboard. That helps a lot. Yeah, you're at like 1 life. They're at like 28. You're like, okay, I think we're finally in a pretty good position now. Looks like we might be up against Jund. Just gonna get this down. Jund is usually a pretty good matchup because you have so much card advantage to keep up with them, but your late game's a little bit better than theirs. That being said, they can outgrind you. Should we just do it? I mean, we came to do it, right? Turn 2 renewal, turn 3 evoke Molly D. That's essentially the line this deck is trying to do. I guess we have to discard 2 cards here, but it helps us guarantee to hit land drops as well. I don't need this or this. I would have liked to draw any other land than Chancery because we might not be able to deploy all of our stuff without discarding. I mean, I guess I can journey this. This will probably get bolted. It's exclamation point deck. Yeah, if we're not hooking Molly D, why are you even here? So they foretell another packmate. That was kind of what I don't want to say aggressive by them, but I guess I get planes here actually. Just journey this. This line may not have been optimal, but I think it was actually decent because it allowed me to get Chancery down, get the Ash Barrens out of there, cycle it, and deal with their 3/3. I don't always evoke Molly D, but when I do, I evoke Molly D. I don't know. I kind of want to journey this too. I can also just Soul of Migration Ephemerate right now. Why don't I just do that? It's probably better. If they answer the Soul, that's fine. We got a lot more where that came from. You can save the journey for like dinos and stuff at this point. So this is a boarding party into Geomancer's Gambit is fine. Ooh, they probably should have killed this. Maybe just getting more mana is better for them. Gallblast the Soul, so they did have that, sure. Alright, they want to just trade 3 birds for this. I'm fine with that. Again, I think my late game is better. I'm just gonna let this go, keep my bird around. Another journey, huh? I kind of wanted to just Evoke Ephemerate again, but I think I'm just gonna Journey Renewal, pass, and maybe I shouldn't have even attacked to block a boarding party. That was a mistake, I think. Yeah, it looks like we're getting punished. Yeah. Into Commodore, interesting. So now there's a chance we're able to just take the Monarch and then stabilize with it. I know we're at 12, but this isn't exactly where we want to be in the matchup because we don't really have... Oh, they have the removal spell. Now it's rough. Definitely don't want to use that. No. Okay. So I need to just evoke plus ephemerate and then just keep my angelic renewal in play. Internet famous Paul, what's up? Get a bunch of birds, cove, f6. And then now we're in a good position to take the Monarch, and they need 2 removal spells to deal with this because we can just bring it back. Packmate. This 5-2 trample is kind of annoying, but I can double or triple block it with birds. Or maybe they're just tapping out. They shouldn't tap out main phase like this. They should attack first if they're going to. But I guess they may not attack as well. Okay, they are attacking. So I want to just cash this in. I feel like I kind of have to. I'm going to play it safe here. And do this. So if they play a removal spell here, I get kind of punished. I could just keep my renewal in play. I kind of like that. Let's just do this. I throw away a bird, but I play around like a bolt on one of my birds, so I get to guaranteed kill this at least. Not sure if that's right, but I think it is. No, no, no. And then we'll try to ephemerate the Soul of Migration, and then probably just Archaeomancer ephemerate here. Oh, but now I think this was a misplay again, because now I don't get to take the Monarch back. God damn it. I'm just not playing that tight. I'm playing a little bit too fast here, I think. So why don't I just wait to enter a Moe D here to start. Draw some cards. Dispel is actually kind of nice. Just gonna journey the boarding party. Even though I misplayed, I still think we're up in this position because I can probably take the Monarch next turn and we still have Angelic Renewal in play. So they can't really play removal spells on our good creatures. Oh man, that's annoying too. Alright, well I'm gonna dispel this Scalp Blast probably. And they might even just go face. They go there. I think I'm fine just using the renewal now. Let this resolve. Did want to journey for one of these, but whoa, what is this? Let's just do this. So they kill bird for Packmate. Okay. Now I've dispelled to protect the Archaeomancer as well, which is nice. Oh, let's dispel this for sure. Angelic Renewal. Nice. Let's play that. I guess I could attack with Mole Drifter plus Bird. Let's see. Why don't I go Archaeomancer, get back a Fem. Yield to that. I don't want to just throw away renewal, really. There's no real reason to. I want to set up like a big multi-block on this if I can. Let's just try to take the Monarch here. I guess this plays right into a removal spell, but I don't think they have that. Yeah. No. Okay, no, I have the Monarch. They can attack, but I'll probably just block with Soul of Migration plus Muldrifter here. Chainer's Edict. You got it. Say no to this. Again, I think our late game is just a little bit stronger than theirs. Owl Bear, sure. It's actually pretty good here. Opponent's just playing stuff like pre-combat, I think a little too fast. So I'm just going to return the Moe D to draw more cards. So this one's returning the Soul. You can tell by which one it highlights when you hover over the triggered ability here. There's a late to dinner, nice. So is it too greedy to go for Ephemerate right now? I don't think so. Not considering I have another one and a late to dinner. Just get back. I guess late to dinner. And then just get back Ephemerate. Now we're kind of just doing it. Just get a Soul of Migration. Oh, I think I tapped one mana too many. That's okay. I guess I'll just Ephemerate now while I know I can. Get back. Dispel. Oh my god, I didn't kill their Dino. I just realized that right now. I'm playing pretty loose. Again, I'm blaming it on that I'm a little rusty. I was thinking double blocking would kill it. That was a pretty big mistake. Now they have 10 power trample. Oh man, so annoying. I thought I should have triple blocked the Dino. Oh my god. Into Cleansing Wildfire on themselves. Oh man, I'm playing pretty poorly here. This all resolves. I mean, they're ahead on cards in library. Only 2 cards in hand. I could have killed this Dino. I just double blocked for no reason, basically, except to save the Monarch. All right, let's see. So I need to triple block here. I can't actually save the Monarch here. I still need to kill this. It's frustrating. Many big mistakes for me this league so far, but we'll see if I can play out of it. So they get the Monarch, they get one more card. It should be dead. Luckily I have a Dispel to protect mid-combat here if I needed it. Just crack food here. Bolt that? No. Opponent is really playing like with time in mind here. Let's get back a Fem. There's another Chancery. So I need to attack, take the Monarch. And then let's go Wait to Dinner, Soul of Migration at this point. Oh, I keep tapping one mana too many. Wait to Dinner, Soul of Migration. Get a bunch of stuff. Let's just play the good boy. Draw. Chancery, bounce. Probably should have played the Preordain as well. I think this is fine though. I have Ephemerate up to protect whatever I need. I actually have decent blocks now. I think we can just grind through pretty much everything they have at this point. Especially once we find like some counter spells. Wow, they're just going in, huh? So why don't I just go double block here, jump here. I think that's fine. Visionary, sure. I think I'll just crack food. I want to keep gaining life to stay out of like burn range. I think I can just cast. This is looking good. Now I have double Ephemerate. Suppose I can Preordain at this point. There's the counterspell. Okay, nice. I think this should walk it up. They also only have 19 cards left in library. This league is insane. I wanted to play multiple leagues, but then I queued up with Evoke and this takes forever. Let's see what they cascade into. Visionary. I'm just going to counter the Dino because it's such a big trampler. I don't really want to have to trade off like such a large portion of my board for it. And now I can start looping, getting back these counters, try to win that way. Boarding party into Bolt. Sure. I don't know if they forgot about renewal or just they don't care. I guess I get back a late to dinner. That way I can guaranteed keep these loops going. And then they cast down, but they have another Archaeomancer and the late to dinner, so this doesn't actually work. I mean, I guess their board is better than mine at this point, but I still think I'm doing fine. I also have both of these Ephemerates just to make a lot of blocks with. And then they're playing pretty loose, I feel like. All right, let's go late to dinner. Actually, a Soul of Migration because I need a lot of blockers. Get that down. And Archaeomancer, get back. Late to dinner. Tap land. Oh, I should just Ephemerate right now, right? They have 0 cards in hand. Just make a bunch of stuff. I think so. I know they can resolve something, but I still think this is probably worth. I can just make some chumps on these boarding parties and then they can't really attack with their other creatures that well. That was a good top deck, but most of their deck left is going to be good top decks. Chainer's Edict flashback, sure. And then play land, swing with everything. They're playing incredibly, incredibly fast. So they do have that going for them. But, I mean, if I win this game, they have to win 2 more games. So I think I'm playing fine as far as time. Especially because they're playing like so fast and playing stuff like main 1 all the time. It allows me to just more carefully do exactly what I want to do. Just gonna evoke, ephemerate. Should I late to dinner or anything? Guess I don't mind just getting another Archaeomancer. I have only 1 counterspell up right here. I think that's fine. Pass. Also have Ephemerate up. We can definitely kill them before we deck. by just making a bunch of birds, so we're fine in that aspect. And this deck is not easy to play. Chainer's Edict. Yep, it's kind of just a dead card for them. I'm just gonna attack with everything, huh? Let's see. Let's trade for Owlbear. I'm gonna block here, ephemerate one of them, and then just jumps here. Ephemerate this. Get back counterspell, I guess. And then cycle. Get back these ephemerates. I'm not sure if I'm playing fast, but the opponent is playing so fast that I feel like the time pressure is really on me. So I just am trying to not take too much time because I think this is pretty much locked up. Now I can start trading for their boarding parties. Okay. Discard some cards. Chainer's Edict is fine. We're down on time like 4 minutes because the opponent played so incredibly fast, but again, I think we're okay. That might have just been a misclick. Let's just trade for their thing. And end of turn, we'll make some more birds. Pretty silly here. Using like way too much time on these loops. There's just so much stuff going on. It's hard to tell where everything is, honestly. The cards are like switching around position back and forth. Classic Magic Online here. Let's just attack in the air. Let's just actually just kill them. $14 cards left in library. And then now we just have triple counter up. Okay. Whew. Yeah, it looks like we might weather the storm here, exactly. I can just attack now. They have 0 cards in hand. I can just say no to these. Okay. Again, down on time here, but got the first game. This has been such a long league. All these games, like, both players just drawing their entire decks. Because they ramp so much, I don't know if I like Dust to Dust, actually. I think all these are reasonable. I don't think I want to change too much, though. Last Breath is bad. I guess a second Dispel I don't need. Relic seems like it's bad. And maybe it just is bad. They have like, we saw one Pulsa Marasa and they're like, we basically saw their entire deck. They might have 2 Pulsa Marasa. I just think it's safer to have them in, but they also kind of hurt us, so let's not do it here. Let's just board like this. Dust to Dust can be very good. Definitely want Hydroblast. They have Cleansing Wildfire, Geomancer's Gambit, Bolt, Galvblast, probably Pyroblast. That's a lot of targets. I like Journey, even though it's not really value. Just dealing with their like Dino specifically is pretty huge. I don't think one Stonehorn, no. It just doesn't really provide value, which is what you care about. I guess it can be good, but I think I'd rather just draw more cards. It's not a bad idea, but I don't think that's really what you want to do in this matchup. All right, I think I'm just gonna Terramorphic for Plains here, and then probably Renewal on 2. All right, now I can Terramorphic for Island, because I drew Plains. I want more blue sources in general. I mean, maybe Dust to Dust is just good. It's tough to say. Also there, I should have just played Island Counterspell. I think. Because then I could have just countered this. It was just so tempting to get down Renewal. I can ignore the Packmate for a while, but may have been incorrect. Yeah, Dignitary definitely does make sense. Really wish I countered the Packmate. Just get a Chancery down. They're going to get our Counterspell before we can Archaeomancer it back. Renewal is pretty good against Relic. I think I'm just going to try to draw a card here. I think it's worth it. Just basically get another dog. Okay, well, at least I didn't have to draw that next draw step. They're tight on mana here. Another cleansing. Oh, Geomancer's Gambit. Okay. Having a Hydroblast here would have been huge. But they don't naturally draw another land. They do. All right, we're in trouble. Can't even late dinner or Archaeomancer. Just basically have nothing we can utilize here. So we're definitely in a bad position. They just like boarding party. We're just going to be super dead. The good news is we'll lose this game quickly and have plenty of time for game 3 on the play. Might just go Dust to Dust. Let's just go Renewal. Keep trading 1 damage for 3 here. They didn't have a 6 land. Their hand might be like many boarding parties and dinos or something. I guess I shouldn't have attacked and I could have just blocked again. I'll wait 1 more turn. I want to find like an Evoke creature for this, like a Mully-D. There it is, nice. I think I also just straight up cast it. I don't need to draw 4 yet. Opponent is playing so fast, they're really putting the time pressure on me. Oh, they had second one. Okay. I do have a late dinner next turn, but it's going to get exiled by Relic. Guess I can force them to pop. I'm probably going chump here, use the Renewal at this point. I can force them to pop, and then I can Archaeomancer back late dinner, so that's something. I'm just going to draw. Ephemerate. Okay, that's a good draw. Doggo doing work here, actually. So let's start with the late to dinner. They have to pop Relic. They don't. Whoa. That seemed to just like incredible greed to me. Okay, well, they have a lot of interaction. They're waiting for this to pop Relic, I guess. Draw two. Just go land, companion. I think I'm doing okay here. I can double block the Visionary, go to 7. They've used so much. Okay, boarding party. Into Geomancer's Gambit. Okay. I'll just chump both creatures here, or just the boarding party, I think. I'll go to 7. Then I'll fetch. Get island. See if they're just F6'd. So they do pop now. Okay. So I have to do a little chumping this turn, leave up counter spells. Next turn, just play Soul of Migration. I just need to counter whatever they do here. Not that. Yeah, Infinite Dogs. That's 7. Don't really want to go super low. I guess I can just crack food before damage. I think I'll do that. I go to 5. Their creatures are just bigger than ours, which kind of sucks. The Relic was pretty brutal. Another counter. Damn, 1 mana off of having double counter up here. I feel like we're okay, though. Not fantastic. Cannonade? I just can't. I can't have them do this. Okay, well, I can chump. And then I'm probably dead. God, opponent is playing like lightning speed. Wow. Okay. They got us. That was our game to lose, though. I mean, we were pretty far behind from the beginning. I made that mistake at the beginning of not leaving up Counterspell when I knew they were just going to play Packmate. I think that cost me. I'm going to try the Dust to Dusts. Also, since we saw a Relic, I can go a little bit lighter on this package. I can just mana screw them with Dust to Dust. It is a pretty reasonable way to go. I set out a Dispel. I think 1 Dispel is fine. Let's go. Like Hydroblast, a Cleansing Wildfire, Dust to Dust, their lands. It's pretty good. This hand's kind of sketchy. Snap Keep. Okay. I really don't want to just have to play this out. I think it's too important to just draw a card here. I can make a play by playing Renewal next turn, even if I miss on blue sources on my draw steps and stuff. But I think drawing a card is just too important. Blobfish, what's up? Man, not finding land here was pretty bad. Come on, land. Okay. Plains, not ideal, but at least we hit a land drop. That's minimum. Meanwhile, opponent just ramped, though, so kind of annoying. See if they just Packmate here. No, just Cleansing Wildfire again. It's kind of bad. Blue source. Okay. Chancery, not bad. So let's just do what we can do. Get island, play renewal. The next turn will be pretty reasonably set up. Probably shouldn't have attacked with even one. Probably should have just held both back in case they go boarding party into removal spell. Yeah, Blobfish, to reiterate, I was studying a lot for a test, but I just passed it today, so I should have a little bit more time to make content. So it's good news. Okay. I kind of want to just ephemerate Doggo right now, but I also want to wait till blocks, so I'm not going to do that. They have 7 cards in hand. I think I just journey a Packmate past the turn with Ephemerate and Counterspell up, and Renewal up here as well. So is this just a Dino or a boarding party? Probably one of the above. It's a boarding party. Into Geomancer's Gambit. I think I just Counterspell the boarding party. 6/3 is kind of annoying for us to deal with, as we've seen. Yeah, thank you, thank you. The Blue Blast. Yeah, can't dispel. So it felt so good to pass that test that I've been studying, honestly, for months for it. Okay, let's go for this. I can just block here and then go for Ephemerate. I need to concentrate on this game, though, because I have 7 minutes. Okay, that's good that that worked. Now I get to Ephemerate again. So they probably don't have Bolt or Galblast. They might have sided some number of those out. That's my guess. Another companion. I don't really want to tap my blue mana here. I think I'm going to journey their boarding party and then just play my land and pass the turn. I can cantrip and stuff next turn, but I want to leave up all my interaction here. Just try and kind of stabilize. Another boarding party into cast down on companion. I think I'm going to let the cast down resolve and then... Oh, I guess I could just use this. I guess that's okay. I'm down to just draw. And then let's just counterspell this. And I think double block, I think these good boys can just like get enough. They've done enough, you know. It's time for them to take a break. They deserve a treat. Okay. So lead, preordain, bottom, bottom. Don't need those lands. Preordain again. Top the preordain, I guess. All right, let's top the Molly D. We'll be playing that next turn. Companion, draw. Soul of Migration's a good one. Okay. They could have a pretty scary turn here, but our hand's pretty good at this point. We cantripped a lot, so that's looking good. Packmate, unfortunately, just resolves. Also, I can play a little bit faster when I'm not recording, but I have to talk through my decisions a little bit more. I mean, they may have another, like, Blue Blast or something here, but I guess I have Dispel. Just drawing infinite. Just great. Cannonade right now. I think I'll Dispel that at this point. Just having these in play, I feel like is better. Ephemerate, nice. Just gonna wait. I'll just even take 3 off their Packmate here. I don't want to have to ephemerate until they play like a removal spell on my Molly or something. Let's just take. I'm just going to start hard casting these Soul of Migrations as well. Now do I go for it? I don't even know if I do. They might play another removal spell. I guess it's worth it to draw two. Nah, let's just let this happen. That was close though. Cleansing Wildfire. 5 minutes on the clock for us. I think that's plenty of time. Angelic Renewal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. I guess I'm just going to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm going to go Hardcast Soul with Ephemerate up, and then next turn I can hardcast Renewal, hardcast Soul of Migration, and still have Ephemerate up this whole time. Just not cast Ephemerate unless I like have to. Essentially, they've already used 2 Cannonades, which is good for me. The Dino, yeah. Into Visionary, sure. Okay. I have 5 minutes on the clock. Okay, now we go for it. They had another one. Okay. It's annoying. Take it. Archaeomancer. I think now's the time, right? Wow, they had it. I'm shocked they had that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Man, brutal. That was incredibly bad for us. Now we're definitely behind at this point. Wow. Just got outground here, it looks like. Opponents like fast play definitely forced me into some misplays. So they played pretty well. Dust to Dust. And that's why you don't bring in Dust to Dust in this matchup. I might have needed to also evoke this and use this. Now we're just super dead. Oh geez, and they just boarding party into Owlbear. GG's opponent. I think we're dead. It's a close matchup here always. I usually am able to beat Jund. I am feeling a little bit rusty here, so blame it on that. But good games. Opponent played well. I made some mistakes. Evoke is pretty tough to play. We'll see if we can fight back in 3-2 this league. Evoke is the classic 4-1 deck, but not going to get there this time. But we'll see if we can still win the last 2 here. Playing Nerdy Steve, sure. Definitely the Nerdy Steve's fault. Sounds good. See everyone in round 4. All right, welcome to round 4. We're against Dolphin Pengu. This player is known for being one of the best blue-red Fae players. We've played against them like 3 or 4 times, played against them in some challenges. My guess is they're going to be on mono blue Fae with 8 ninjas, just considering what's going on in the meta, but I guess we'll see. I can put back a cantrip. This hand's actually pretty solid, especially for a 6-card hand. We need lands, but did I call that or did I call that? I mean, I guess they could still be on blue-red or blue-black Fae here. But again, they're known for this. They're known to be a very, very strong blue-red Fae player. And I've played them. Kind of want to just lead on this, but getting the Preordain under like a spell stutter is pretty nice. I think it's better to just tap land. Yeah, they're known for their blue-red Fae skills, and just I've played them enough to know that they're legit. It looks like it is blue-red Fae most likely. It could be blue-black Fae. We just need to resolve this turn and then hope we can evoke this at some point. That is the plan to win. I need to play this now in order to resolve it, because now any Muldrifter or Soul of Migration we draw, they have to counterspell, because Spell Stutter can't counter these high CMC spells. So that's how you try to win this matchup at least. Behold the multiverse. Wow, okay. I think I'm just going to... I think I'm going to go Doggo into Preordain, actually, because if I draw a tap land off Doggo, I want to play it. Don't know if that's correct. I don't think I would play a Journey or something this turn. Looks like it probably didn't end up mattering. I think I will draw the Journey, though. I think it's good enough. I'll just leave Doggo around to try to block the new Ninja, Moon Circuit Hacker. Just take 3 here. I'll probably just foretell this, is my guess. There's a Fjord. Okay, well, if they tap out, I'm just evoking. 100% evoking. That was a pretty bold play from the opponent. If they just left mana up, I might have been too scared, but obviously now I'm just going. All right, now we're just in a pretty solid position. Sure, they can still do a lot. They can still behold. They can still, you know, do that. Jeez, was not expecting that. That was pretty freaking brutal. Man, that was terrible for us. Let's go cycle for planes. Wait on Preordain. I wanted to cycle first. Dispel is actually pretty good, I think. Let's go bottom, top. I don't think I need another Journey. Just do a companion here. Wow, that was a solid electricity. All right, late to dinner, not bad. I guess Electricity is pretty well positioned against the other ninja decks, so there's that. So like I said, Dolphin, really good player, thinking ahead of the curve. The new ninja has 1 toughness, as does a lot of the other fairies. So main decking Electricity does seem really well positioned, at least theoretically right now. Does seem really strong. This has still been a super fun league. It's been super, super long, grindy, just what you want from a blue-white Evoke league. So yeah, for the troopers, at least that stuck around this long in the YouTube video, I am going to be making more content in general this weekend. I'm pretty full. I'm actually visiting with my parents. They're coming to town. But moving forward after that, expect some more regular content. Yeah, they can't attack because I would have just double blocked an Augur and just traded Dog for Augur, which would have been good for me. Whew. I think I want a hard cast. The other option is just to like Dawnbringer and Journey and leave up Dispel. I guess I do need to leave up Dispel. I guess that's the line. Journeying right now is pretty bad, but I think it's fine. I need 1 more mana to Muldrifter with Dispel up. Take this out. I don't even know. Maybe I should have just only played Dawnbringer and then not played Journey. But I think this is fine. Just gonna play out my weak spells here. I just don't want them to behold the multiverse end of turn. So I want to be able to dispel that. I think that's critical to this game. They didn't cast it. They do have it exiled though, right? Yeah. Should keep this over here. So we know this is behold. Okay, now they're casting it. They might have Spell Setter, but I think I need to fight here. Because if I don't draw a land, I want to be able to resolve Moe-D. So if they fight and win, then sure. Otherwise, I want to cast this. So I feel like I've played this game well so far. The Electricity was a blowout, but still 2/4 flying, kind of holding it down. They're really deep in the tank here. Either they're trying to rep like they might have a counterspell, or they actually do and they're thinking about using it. If they have spell stutter, I feel like they're snap it off. They can counterspell this if they want, because I can wait to dinner that. I'm just going to slam late to dinner next turn. They need another counterspell, which they could certainly have. But if they don't, then Mole Drifters are pretty rough for them. Just because they're bigger than a lot of their fairies and draws 2 cards, so it's generally like a 3-for-1 minimum. One more land would be nice, but I don't think I have that luxury. I think I'm just going to go. They have it. Ah, damn. Maybe should have just been more patient there. Again, that deck only has 4 counterspell, and they generally can't get enough fairies to counter your expensive stuff, so... Okay. You just only do this. I might ninja back an augur. They do. Okay. At least I have this to block augur or ninja in the future, plus I have multiple removal spells here. But I will also want to counter. Why don't we just journey, get the ninja, just to try to be safe, and then try to counterspell the augur on the way down. Let's try to... Oh, I should have attacked with dog, I guess. Probably doesn't matter. It probably won't affect the outcome of the game. So I'm going to counterspell the augur. I'll save this last breath while I can. Now we just want to draw more Mole Drifters. Do they have another counter? That would be pretty crazy. If I draw Ephemerate, I should probably just Ephemerate the dog. They had the Dispel and they tanked for a long time. Maybe they're thinking, if I have Mole Drifter, do they get wrecked? Mole Drifter. LED, one time. Nice. Ask and ye shall receive. That might allow us to win this game. Discredit it. Just a little 3-for-1 there. We're still not in the best position, but drawing the Ephemerate's not bad either. Another ninja is pretty bad for us. At least we do have an answer next turn for it after they've drawn a card. They're kind of just doing the blue-red Fae thing right now. I wonder if they're even playing the new Fae, the new ninja. They might not be. I probably just last breath this now. See if they're F6'd. They could easily have another removal spell. And they're not F6'd. And I maybe should have tapped Cove, then bounced Cove. But I think I'll just bounce a basic in case I draw like a Molly-D next turn or something. Oh, if they go for removal spell here, they're going for Scred there. So I can flicker it to gain 2 life, or I can flicker Companion right now to draw. So I Ephemerate this, save it, gain 2 life. I think it's worth it. I kind of lose out on a card, but I get my 1/3. Which is relevant. I get to gain 2, and I get to Ephemerate this next turn that they have to spend a removal spell on if they want to answer it. think it's worth. I get to block one of these, I can definitely, and if they do sneak a ninja through, which they can, then I have a 1/3 blocker for it. So I think it's just worth in general. Preordain, one bottom, one top, into Brainstorm. Okay. We need Mole Drifter, Archaeomancer, Soul of Migration, Wait to Dinner. All of those is what we need. This deck is just so fun to play. This is a really fun matchup as well. They should not spread right now because I'm going to have to ephemerate. So I go back down to 11. No ninja. Rebound. Try to draw. They probably kill this. Yep. The dog has still been solid though. Would have been nice to have. We're in a really rough spot here. We have 8 mana. They've only used 2 counterspells and a dispel. Jeez. Okay. Now we really need to top deck something right now, and if they have counterspell, we just lose. Opponent just kept us on the back foot, but we've been top decking really well. Okay. Nice. Such good top decks here. Gonna just play this second one next turn. Gonna have to try to take the Monarch with this Mully D. Doubtful that it'll work. They have a 5/2 trample as well. I wonder if I have to just trade for that. I suppose I do. Just try to take the Monarch back later somehow. It's not a great position, but I can't take a hit off Commodore, I don't think. I wonder if I chump with this. If I go to 5, they've used 1 lightning bolt. Could just go to 5. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go greed. Greed is good. I'm gonna try to take the Monarch. I see that as an avenue to victory. If I can take the Monarch, then have like a good draw of like a Soul of Migration that resolves, then I can win the game. Palace Sentinels. Well, that's a way to take the Monarch as well. It's fake like we're going to attack. Make them chump. How much mana do I have? 3, 4, 5, 9 mana. So I guess I lead on cast Mole Drifter. And they need another counterspell. And even if they do, I can just cast Palace Sentinels here. Hope to not die to double bolt. That resolves. Okay, nice. We hit untap land. It's exactly what I wanted to hit. So now I play Palace Sentinels to take the Monarch. If they have a counterspell that they've been sandbagging, that's incredible. Behold, so they're going to look for one. If this, they went bottom. If this resolves, I think we're ahead. Especially considering because we have an ephemerate to either blink this Mole Drifter and block or play around a removal spell by not casting it. It is 5 to 24, but yeah, if I just take the Monarch here, it's looking reasonable. What a great game so far, honestly. So resolves. We draw. Our Chaomancer, okay. We have to survive, though. We have to survive. They play Island. 6 cards in hand for the opponent. What could they be? Could be a fair amount of lands. Yeah, Monarch cards are so strong. I would be fine with those banned. I'd be fine with Ephemerate banned. I think it would just lead to better gameplay in general, but who knows? Monarch, all Monarch banned, I think would definitely lead to better gameplay. The Monarch is not that fun. It's just not a 2-player mechanic. I've said it so many times. All right, I'm going to double block here and here to try to hold on to the Monarch this way and just not have to use this Ephemerate. So they're going to trade for Palace Sentinels, which is actually better for me. Okay, they're trading for Dawnbringer. Smart. And then Scred the Palace Sentinels. I can't, if I Ephemerate Palace Sentinels, so this is putting me to this is dealing me 2 damage, putting me to 3, putting me dead to bolt, especially because I can't flicker this to gain life. Did I need to triple block? I should have triple blocked. Just realized it now. So if I Ephemerate Dawnbringer Cleric, I go to 2 anyway. So I don't know if there's any way to play around Lightning Bolt. So I'm just going to let this happen. Just hope they only have 2 Bolt in their deck and they don't have it. Echoing Truth, that. Alright. So if they have Spell Stutter or anything, we lose. I needed to triple block there, GG. Damn. I wasn't thinking, that was a bad play by me. I mean, I had the Ephemerate up, but I was thinking, like, even if they just had, like, double removal spell, I guess that was the 4th Scred, and I was only expecting them to be on 2 Bolt. I mean, I've seen Double Behold, I've seen Dispel. I just didn't think they would have room for 4 Bolt, so I wasn't really having to play around Bolt, but I mean, Flicker Loops aren't that fun either, I'll admit that. Let's go Holy Light, Hydroblast, and Dispel. Curse of Chains is surprisingly not bad against them either. They had Echoing Truth main deck too, jeez. Maybe Curse of Chains is not good. Not sure exactly how to sideboard anymore. Spirited Companion seems actually pretty bad against them. It doesn't... It draws a card, but it doesn't like block that well or do anything because most of their stuff is flyers. I think this sideboard plan is reasonable. 1 Stonehorn can be okay against them. I think I actually do want Palace Sentinels to have 1 way to take the Monarch without attacking. Lone Missionary can actually be decent because it gains life, gains a lot of life, and then it can trade with Ninja, which is fine. Can't really set out cantrips, which I used to do, so just set out some dogs. Yeah, now actually like give him a break, put him on the sidelines for now. This is the alpha, so we'll leave that in. I'd say Doggo's been like fine so far. Likely warrants the inclusion. I'd just keep every hand. I don't know. Whew. Almost just passed my turn as well. Okay. I mean, again, this hand is pretty terrible. But I don't generally like to mulligan if I can help it. At least we have the Ashburn's bouncing combo here. I mean, I guess in comparing the two, dog costs 2 mana, C8 costs 3. Yeah, it may not be worth it overall. It's tough to say. Meanwhile, opponent has an early ninja, and we probably have to keep this land on top. So we're in a really bad spot here. I'm pretty sure I updated the deck on the deck hub. I'll save it again, but I'm pretty sure I updated it. I just added the Holy Light at the last minute and then updated the deck list again. Yeah, I mean, maybe Ponder is just better than the dog. It is tough to say. I think it depends on the matchup too. Maybe we can build some other way with the dog too to make the dog better. They have 2 mana. They just have counterspell up here. Brutal. We have to let them draw another card. So gross. I think we need to get planes. Pass. I think Pengu's going to take us down into the 1-3 bracket. Not where I want to be, but it happens, right? There's been a lot of close matches this league, and I've made some mistakes, so it's all on me. I mean, if the Nerdy Steve is still in chat, it's all on him because he accepted the blame. Just have to let that resolve. They definitely have counterspell. Like, there's no way I can just tap out from Old Drifter. I mean, I guess the way is tap out from Old Drifter, hope to draw another untapped land, then tap out from Old Drifter with this spell backup. I mean, I guess that's the line. It's not like it's like getting much better here. They even have Pyroblast now. They're just getting to draw extra cards. Jeez. And we're already at 10. Not looking good for the home team, chat. At least we get to finish this match, you know, in under an hour. Second ninja dropped to 9 cards in hand. Wow. Relic 2. Sure. Fun match. All right, down to 1-3. I'll play it out. Yeah, they said good game 1. Yeah, definitely. I'll play the last one here. So we'll go round 5. We'll see you there. All right, we're against out 0 in round 5. We're in the 1-3 bracket. Let's keep. We keep playing against really good opponents in the lower brackets here. We're on the draw. They said hello brow XD. I don't know what that means, but okay. What does hello brow mean? I can just bottom these, I think. I need like lands. Alright, it's not a land. maybe they were saying like the only thing I can think of is like brow is like stash, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to counter something here. I'm just gonna hope they play a spell. I'm expecting them to, but we'll see. Just counter it. I don't want to have to discard. I think I'm just gonna go Chancery, bounce, cycle Ash Barrens for planes, pass the turn. So it looks like we're just up against Affinity. Maybe you're just red-black Affinity. Not sure yet. I have a red-black Affinity. Oh yeah, maybe it's just hello, bro. That makes sense. I have a red-black Affinity brew that I want to try. See if this is the new sack an artifact, gain life equal to the artifact's CMC or mana value, I should say. All right. I want to just journey this right now, so I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna fake like I have counterspell here because I don't want them to like just play their best thing on their turn. So I kind of want just the game to slow down. All right. I'll act like that resolves. They only have 3 cards left, so they might just have like land, Gallop Blast or something. Like not that good. So that being the case, I want to just tap out for Archaeomancer, get back Counterspell here. If they want to kill this Archaeomancer, that's fine. They do. Alright, this is good for me. I think I actually want to get planes here. Do want a fair amount of white sources in play with this list. Okay, Blood Fountain. They might loot away a land right now. They're like just like one draw step away from drawing an Ancestral Recall though with these sitting in play. Okay, there's another Disciple and a Star. 0 cards in hand, but again, a Deadly Dispute or the new one, I forgot what it's called. It's sack an artifact or creature, gain life equal to the mana value, draw 2. So they could have that in their deck as well. I mean, I assume that they do have that in their deck. But they have 0 cards right now. I have double counter. I wonder if I want to wait 1 turn. I can go for Soul of Migration Ephemerate, but they get to draw a card off this, and then if they have anything, I can get kind of punished. I'm just gonna pass with double counter up. And then next turn I can Soul of Migration Ephemerate with Counterspell up. So I think this is just safer. Yeah, theoretical, I just saw that. I am going to try Synthesizer in my build of Red-Black Affinity as well. Just dig through your entire deck, kill them with Disciple basically. Have some Mirror Enforcers as well. My list is pretty straightforward for the Affinity Brew that I want to try. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast with Evoke. So they need to have essentially top deck to Galvanic Blast here, and then even then I have Counterspell up. So I think this was just a good line to wait 1 turn. Yeah, I took 3 damage, and if I was able to go like Evoke Ephemerate and they just top decked nothing, sure it was better to do it last turn, but I think this is just so much safer because I still have counter up. I kind of want to just counter this because then I can just Archaeomancer back Counterspell to get value. Nice, this is just looking fantastic. Now, another Ephemerate. That was probably the best draw in my deck. Archaeomancer, get back Ephemerate, just Ephemerate right now. This should pretty much lock it up, I think. Okay, now I just start attacking in the air. And I have one counterspell up right now. I have Ephemerate coming back down and another Ephemerate in hand. Where is that Ephemerate? There it is. Get back Ephemerate. Journey. It's a good one. They're at 8. Then just leave up double counter here. Okay, nice. They kind of just flooded out pretty bad there. So let's go Dust to Dust, Holy Light, just one Holy Light, I think. Hydroblast might be okay, but I think I actually want Dispel. Let's see. I'm not really sure, like, what I don't want. Maybe even second Holy Light to just keep answering the Disciples. I don't know if it's that good, though. Yeah, you love to see Affinity lose. Affinity's still one of the best decks. That shows you how good it was. Oh, Domber and Cleric can come out. I think Glass Breath can stay in. We saw Frogmite. We saw Disciple. They could have Shaman as well. Do I want this? 2 Hydroblast. They're going to have Galblast and Pyroblast, right? All 3 of these Dust to Dust have come in almost every single matchup. That's pretty crazy. I mean, this hand is just, sure, I can ponder to hit lands, but even if I do, the hand is not that good. I think I just mulligan, especially since I can have a Dust to Dust hand. Yeah. Just put back this FM. Now I just need to find white sources, but I also have a counter spell, so. Okay, well those are lands, but they're not white sources. There's one. Okay. I'll probably pass with counterspell up next turn. Just wait on the Dust to Dust. I really hope I can play counter because otherwise, like, it's rough to play Chancery next turn. I mean, I'm gonna have to, but they don't do anything. It's not ideal. Okay, Dispel is actually good because I can dispel like a Deadly Dispute here. I thought I just wouldn't be able to do anything. So if they Deadly Dispute right now, at least I get to dispel it still. So not bad for me. Now if I draw another white source, I have this, and we know they're land light. If not, I get to draw cards and have counterspell up. Nice. Okay, so now I just go Cove, passive counterspell, then Dust to Dust their lands, and we should be able to 2-3 this league, get our 50 play points here. That's the line. Oh, they drew land. Maybe not. Holy Light. Okay, well now I still have counterspell up, which is just really nice. This is a Deadly Dispute, sacking one of the lands. I'll just counter the Deadly Dispute still. Yeah, I mean they still probably have another Deadly Dispute or the other artifact to sack. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. Oh, they're leaving red mana up. Oh, because they have Pyroblast also. So if I counter this and they Pyroblast, I think that's fine. Yeah, I mean, they definitely had Pyroblast there, but felt like it was worth it. The Hill Spellbomb, sure. Let's just tap out from OED, right? No land, but that's okay. Their hands have been pretty bad. They were flooded game 1 and kind of mana screwed game 2. Okay, well, that's not mana screwed. Oh, so I guess they can still sack Spellbomb if I cast Archaeomancer, which is kind of a problem. Let's make them do that, though, because they don't get to draw off this right now. Now they probably crack Spellbomb. They have to. There it is. And then let's play a good boy. He can just chump. I'll probably take 4, chump one of them. Oh, man, they drew Ancestral. God, that deck is still just so impressive. It looked like they were doing nothing, but they were probably just playing safe, leaving up Deadly Dispute, playing really well. All right, we'll go to 17. Okay, it's kind of weird sequencing, but sure. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'll start on Preordain. They seem really good. Don't know if they have the luxury to draw Counterspell. Gonna bottom, top, play Molly-D, try to hit a land. That's why I bottom the Counterspell. Damn. I mean, Ephemerate's a good draw, but not drawing a land there is pretty brutal. I think I'll just take, go to 9. Thought I was going to win this game for sure, but opponent just Deadly Disputed right out of it. We're getting a little choked on mana here. Cannonade into Blood Fountain. Dust. Journey. Journey's not bad. Journey is not bad. That's a pretty good draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I can go Soul of Migration, Ephemerate. I can go Journey plus Dog, leave up Hydro. I think I like that. So let's start with Doggo. Nice. Hitting a land drop is huge. Then Journey one of these. Then just pass with Hydro up. They have 0 creatures in the graveyard right now. Disciple. That's a problem. Especially considering I'm at 10 life and they have 2 artifacts they can sack already. There's the bargain. Okay, so I'm essentially at 7. They're drawing 2 cards. Another Enforcer. I can deal with the Enforcers. Okay. That would have killed us. We actually might be okay. I can Last Breath this. Let's chump. Last Breath this. Angelic Renewal. 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 0 cards in hand. I think it's pretty straightforward. I think I go Last Breath this right now, and then just Soul of Migration Ephemerate it. I think that's the line. Okay. And then I just go chump on the Mirror Enforcers. They have to top deck here. They drew a land and cycled it. I think we're like, I mean, we're definitely not out of this, especially if they just drew a Galablast. If they find one, but they're just cycling, not finding much. Galablast here? That would be bad. Yeah, they have it. Okay. I could go to 5 and just trade for one. I think I should. I think I need to. All right, so we just let that go away. Another renewal. So let's go play renewal, play dog. Maybe play another renewal after that. They can get back Enforcer, but they should have gotten back Enforcer and played. Oh wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They should have gotten back Enforcer and played it. That was a huge mistake. I guess they're waiting to get back multiple Enforcers, but I guess that doesn't work. So now they can get back one Enforcer if they want. This is seeming pretty bad because I generally don't have time to Holy Light away Disciples. I guess the one is fine because if I get 2 Disciples, it's totally worth. Ash Barrens is trash here. All right. Just plan to chump, draw here, get our dog back. They don't even want to attack. It's funny. I'll play that in case I like draw Moldrifter into card plus land or something. Not ancestral. Carmag Angler, okay. Well, they can hit us down to 1 next turn. Dust to dust. That's huge. I think I hit these 2. Okay. We're still alive. We're still alive. We're at 5, so we're not dead to 1 Galvanic Blast. Now they drew Deadly Dispute off the top. That's hilarious. Okay, they draw 2. Not draw 3, though. Mirror Enforcer, got it. Land. Top deck for us, please. Anything. Hydro. Okay. They're gonna have to attack next turn and let us draw, right? They have to. Oh, that kills us. Oh, wait. Yeah, because they can just sack this. Damn. Thought we were gonna win this game. Now they sack treasure and then attack. Oh, they didn't? This might allow us to win. So I chump, go to 2, get a redraw. Counterspell. Okay. I need to still top deck. No, because if I had cast Holy Light and then in response they just sack treasure, drain me for 1. Oh yeah, then it still saves me. It still saves me. You're right, you're right, you're right. My mistake. Soul Migration, okay. Cast. Should I attack? No, because I might want to chump with this to draw another card. We still have Counterspell up. Still have Counterspell up. I think I'd rather draw a card than make more birds. So no and yes. OED, let's go. Don't think I need to counter this. Cast. Hydro. Still have a counterspell. Preordain. FEM. That's really, really good. Could die to a Galvanic Blast, but top, Cove. I don't think I ephemerate right now, do I? Don't think I do. I go block, chump, block, and then ephemerate Malidi. Hope they didn't draw a Gal Blast off the top. Okay, that worked. Nice. No, not like this. Damn. So I could have not ephemerated. Left up counterspell still. Man, it's so rough. So rough. I wonder if 2 Dispel is too many here. Oops, I didn't mean to cut ephemerate. I was like, what? Don't even love Holy Ray. I'll just bring another soul. Just try to close the game out. Could bring another late dinner as well. Yeah, Dispel is good, actually. I forgot. That's why I brought it in. Okay. Soul's not actually that good. Yeah, I should have definitely, obviously not done that. It would have been easier to win considering the line that I took, but sure, it was not the best. Just gonna do this. I think I don't want these. All right, looking for Dust to Death at this point. I'll leave up Counterspell next turn. Munitions. I think I'm still just leaving up counter. I think I'll just get Island. I don't have the Dust to Dust yet, and I have multiple white sources, so I'm fine. I probably will end up Hydroblasting the munitions if I don't have to counter. Star is fine. Just kill that. Oh, I should have responded to this because now they can sack. They're deadly disputing, sacking the star in response. Okay. That would have been crazy if they hit like whatever they needed, Pyroblast or something there. Okay, well. No Spell Pierce one time, shall we? Just don't want to get too flooded. I'll keep the Soul of Migration. I honestly haven't played that much yet, so I'm still relatively new. Another counterspell. It's actually a great draw. We almost need another Dust to Dust here. I'm not feeling like that far ahead. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I'm gonna counter if this is an Ichor Wellspring or something. Oh wow, definitely countering that. Counterspell was a great draw. Could have Pyroblast here, and then I just have nothing. If I don't, yeah, nice. I do have a Gallblast, it's fine. Okay. You just tap out for that. That's great for us. I want to just do this now while I know I can resolve it. Can just journey that like next turn or something and then start attacking for 6 in the air. The Debt to Kami Exile Edict. Yeah, that card's sweet. It's 3 mana though. I really do like the new Deadly Dispute. They played it last game, but I already forgot what it was called. Jeez, they had the Cannonade. All right, well, we just got worked. All right, let's journey that. I'm going to bounce the Tranquil Cove. I will take the gain 1 next turn. Don't know if it's worth, but yeah, Reckoner's Bargain. Bargain is what I was thinking of. It's going to be a Disciple. Oh, a Gurmag Angler. Okay, well, at least I have another answer for that. Jeez. Maybe Last Breath should just come out as well. I'm not sure. Upkeep, they're going to play a spell. They're going to play like a draw 2. It's like a land to draw 2. This Plains is so cool. Honestly, neither of the islands is like my absolute favorite. I do like this one, I think, better than the other one, which is why I chose it. But this Plains is really, really cool. Opponent just said all answers. Well, I mean, you're playing against Evoke, so deck has a lot of answers. Yeah, that's funny. All answers. It's like, well, I mean, it's a control deck. It's not like we're doing that crazy well here. We're kind of just not doing anything. Okay. No Pyroblast one time. Yeah. No Pyroblast. I feel like that would have been game. All artifacts. Okay, they have a Disciple. Okay, just some Flood here. Opponent's not really drawing that well either. I think our draws on average are going to be better than theirs, but not really turning out to be that way so far. We have another Pyro. Jeez. Four cards in hand, a lot of lands. Another Reckoner's Bargain? No, a Dispute. Okay. Opponent's deck is basically like the deck I was going to build too. Very close. All right. Holy Light off the top. Guess we're going to need more than that. Jeez. Now we just get hit for 6. They even have a treasure to drain us. I mean, we've drawn like 4 lands out of the last 5, so that'll happen with Evoke sometimes. Definitely. So funny, like when opponents like, I mean, our opponent was essentially like complaining a little bit when they were like, all answers. It's like, you had all the answers. It's like, yeah, but it's not like we're drawing that well, especially after they said that. Okay, okay. So we can ephemerate. Mully D is probably our best bet. We even have this renewal in play, and then we get a food. Okay, draw 2. This gives us a chance. Do I Spirited Companion or do I go for Ephemerate? I think I lead on Ephemerate. I have the renewal in play, so I think I'm safe. Yeah, I know I have to be aware of this, but like, what can I mean, they had that last turn. Like, what can I do? I need to crack food at some point, I know, but what we need is this Ephemerate to resolve. We have a good doggo for another chump blocker as well. Can gain life off this food. Okay, okay. How much mana do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8. That sounds like the perfect number of mana to me. I think I do want to crack this food this turn if I can. Because I want to get out of like Galblast. I mean, they have Disciples too. Oh man. Yeah, because if I just go Archaeomancer late to dinner, cast late to dinner, that's probably not going to be good enough. I could. Oh, wait. I can't quite Archaeomancer back Dust to Dust and cast it this turn. So I think I want to just Spirited Companion, crack food, do some blocking. I can also cast this second renewal. I think this is the line. Another Molly D. I need to crack this food though. That's just the problem. 4, 5, 6. I mean, I suppose I can just evoke and then I can still crack food whenever. Oh shit, yeah, you might be right. If I crack food, then these triggers go off, then they just crack this and I die. So I can't even do that. Food does drain life. Yeah, that's a problem. So I think I'm just going. I could just go cast Archaeomancer or get back Counterspell. Then. Because then they can't really attack. It's my only real line. What the hell? They had Red Blast? So if they draw like a Chromatic or anything, I die. All answers, yeah. HJC, who is that? Is that I know that's somebody I know from Twitter. Oh, I die. GG's. Just not my day today. I played pretty bad. They said, "Oh God." They say, "Nice game, bro. Thank you." HJC, who are you though? I'm blanking. Sorry. Are you You're not Stompy, right? You're tell me your real name. You're just HJC, yeah. Okay, my bad. Just made myself look like a fool. I've definitely played you many times. Okay. Okay, yeah. I've played you probably like 10 to 20 times, so that's just my memory failing me. Okay. 1-4 with Blue Eyed Evoke. I haven't done that in a long time. Um, doesn't feel good. I think I played pretty poorly here. Um, let's look at the list. I think Doggo was fine. It never really did that much. I think for once, Theoretical might have been right. How, like, sure, 2 mana draw card, and it has some synergy with Ephemerate and Renewal, but overall, it's just not actually impactful enough. That was, like, kind of my initial takeaway. It was doing stuff like drawing counterspells out of just kind of Ephemerate and stuff, but I'm still not sure if it's going to deserve a spot or at least a four of. Um, I could see it being better in other matchups, like especially against like Mono Blue Fey when their new ninja doesn't need to attack into it. Yeah, I played 2 Seagate in the past and it wasn't that great either. It was similar to Spirit to Companion, except it was like even more clunky. So I'm not sure, but it does make the mana worse to play Companion. So I'm not sure where I would go for here. I have a bunch of other brews to test out for future leagues. So I won't be playing Evoke for the next couple of leagues most likely. But it was so much fun. This was really, even though I didn't play perfectly, I think this was still a great showcase. Like we won one match on time. The one match that we won was on time, which was so close. A lot of the other matches were also very close. So this league easily could have been like a 3-2 or better, especially if I played a little bit better. This deck is incredibly hard to play. So really fun league. Had a good time. That'll wrap up this video. Thank you so much. YouTube.com/Snapbolt and Twitch TV/SnapboltGames. Peace.